Good afternoon and welcome to the Mineral Resource Review 2025 here at the Delta Hotel. Today's thought leadership is sponsored by Maritime Resources and powered by Gale Force Winds. I would like to welcome Helen. So Helen, I'm going to turn it over and let you introduce yourself. Tell us a bit about yourself and a bit about what you do at Newsfile.
Okay, great. Again, my name's Helen Bilhete with TSX Newsfile. I was invited here. It's my first time here at this conference by Angie Stockley with Staff Explorations. And what we do at TMX Newsfile is we are an authorized wire service. We work with publicly traded companies in disseminating their news. All public companies need to work with a news wire service to disseminate their news to meet all their disclosure requirements by law. So TSX Newsfile works with quite a few mining companies here in helping you not only disseminate news, but also seed our file, do webcasting. We're a full-service investor relations service for public companies.
Wow, that is very interesting.
Yeah.
And it's your first time here
Yes.
at this conference. So what are you expecting to get out of this in the next few days? Helen?
In the next few days, I'm actually very excited to be here. I love Newfoundland. I've been in Newfoundland many times personally, but I'm here to meet with our existing clients to solidify our relationships with them. Also meet with new clients to get them to know us and also update them on some of our new services, what we do if they're not aware of us, and also learn a little bit more about the industry. I've been in the industry since 1998 in mining, and I've seen mining go up and down, and now we're back up, thank God, gold, and everyone's exciting, and it's a really exciting time to be in mining again.
It is, and again, I've been in mining for the last 20 years and in various ways as well, and you're absolutely right, it is up and down.
Yeah.
And you know, we just have to ride the wave, I think, as
Yes.
we call it, and it's very exciting when things are up. There's a lot happening here in Newfoundland and Labrador with mining, so I think it's a great time to be here.
Yeah.
And you know, great to meet with new companies, and certainly to your clients. It's a great way to connect with them. In terms of I guess some of the work that you do in terms of meeting with publicly traded companies that have to, so they would all have to come through TSX Newsfile at one point or another. Helen, just like to understand that a little bit
Yes. Well, not all companies are listed on TSX. There's different exchanges, but all public companies have to work with a wire service because the OSC mandates in order to disclose your news and to trade, you have to disseminate through an authorized wire service. And what that means is we send it out simultaneously, your news, to all media points and all distribution points, all TSX members, so nobody gets the news before anyone else. So it's full disclosure out there. So a public company has to choose a wire service, and I hope they choose us. And so far, the majority of mining companies are moving out over to TSX Newsfile. We have a few benefits that we offer them that I'm willing to talk to them in person about that. First of all, being part of the TSX, that's a major benefit because of who we are. Everybody knows the Toronto Stock Exchange and our stability and what we offer and our reputation for being very focused on our clients and our excellent customer service, and that's what keeps our clients here. So that's a little bit about why companies come to us, is they need us and then they stay with us because of our customer service, the trust they have in us, our honesty, and we give them pretty good prices.
Awesome. And you've been doing this for a lot of years, you said, and with your own background in mining. So what did you do before you started with TSX?
Actually, my whole career has been in news. I'm a news girl since 1998. I'm actually one of the original members that launched CBC News World, Canada's first 24-hour news station in Canada, in Toronto, in 1989, competing with CNN. And from then, I did a little bit, you'll be interested in this, I did a little 4-year blurb just to do a non-compete with a personnel company. with staffing agency where I was a sales rep there. And then somebody approached me and said, do you want to go work on another staffing agency launch? Because I was doing launches. I tend to launch companies.
Yep.
And I said, nah, I think I'm done with this business. I want to go back to news. That's my comfort zone. And they offered me a job with a wire service. It was the third wire service in Canada
Wow.
at the time. In 98, it was called BCE Emergis E-News. And I went to help launch that. And I've been in news ever since. Well, not news, the newswire business ever since, with a little stint doing investor relations, but in mining since 98, working with public companies since then. So I guess I'm a news girl.
Oh yeah. Well, you could be doing all
love
these
it.
interviews, so you can be a backup for for
Only
Jared.
when I was older, I became in front of the camera, but when I was younger, I was always behind the camera, making news companies successful. So
Amazing. Well, that sounds like a very interesting career, Helen. And I'm, happy to welcome you here to the mining,
Thank you.
Mineral Resource Review, the mining show we call it. And
Thank you.
I hope you have a fantastic week.
Thank you.
The weather not so great, but
Not so great,
I always
but-
say you don't come to Newfoundland for the weather. It's
for the people. Yes, and it was so nice meeting you, and thank you for taking the time to get to know me. I appreciate that.
Well, and thank you for sharing a little bit more about what goes on behind the scenes and everything that goes with it. So
very
thank you.
excited. Very excited. Thank you for your time. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.